And the left side is creative, receptive. Good, let's switch. Stand on your left leg, extend your left arm and your right leg. And your right foot is off the ground. If possible, you can have it lightly touch down and then reach and stretch and reach and reach and reach. Make more space between the left fingertips and the right toes. Yeah, now you can put your right hand on your right hip and then start to bring the knee in, left hand on left hip. And let's go into the movement. Try to touch the foot down as lightly as possible and stabilize through your standing leg. Good, keep going. Breathe. Feel what's opening for you as you sort of integrate, right? So the more we organize ourselves, the more actually we have the possibility for opening to more. Good, keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now you get to explore on that standing leg. Play with balance, play with the distance between things. Maybe the ball and socket joint circling. Maybe you find more space between the ribs and the waist. Let yourself fall off balance. Woo! And then come to stand. Find the figure 8 in your hips. And as you explore the outer hips, we just work the legs a lot. So now let it get pretty juicy. Nice, slow, full movement. Reach your tail back. Bring it underneath you. Reach your hips forward. Reach your hips back. Now let your figure 8s kind of layer on top of each other. Close your eyes. Let this be really sensual, really full, really the experience of the sensory, right? So that's what sensual is, right? So the experience of sensing and feeling and action here. You can play with internal rotation of the legs here. All right, so let's go into that actually. So stand into your left leg, turn your right knee in, and turn it out. And turn it in, and turn it out. And you can add any expression through the upper body. Stay with just the simple turning in of the leg. Good. And then if you want a little extra challenge, you can lift the foot off the ground just for a few rounds. Good. Other side. Left knee in and turn out. And if you want to work with negating gravity and succumbing to gravity, you can do that in the upper body here. Nice. Good. And then maybe lift the foot off the ground for a couple of cycles. Awesome. Good. And let's just move on our own for a moment. So move around the space. Slow dance with yourself here. Maybe you can feel your heart moving you. The weight shifts you, right, from foot to foot, leg to leg. You can go back to decorating your space. Make your movement full. Notice the distance between things. Add a little swing now. So a new component, right? So a little swing to your movement. So when you transition from succumbing to gravity to negating gravity, it's the swing. Yes, that's amazing. That looks amazing, you guys. Good. Woo! Nice. Now pump up, turn up the volume on your movement a little bit more. So the swing, the top of the swing is a little higher. The bottom of the swing is a little lower. Explore with curiosity. Be a little more playful about it. let's go back to our jog. We're gonna turn it up one more time, and then we'll get down. Then we'll get down. Good, for 10, 9, 8, 7. I'm just gonna keep cycling you through different movements. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now shake. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And pause in a squat. And we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the jog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jack. 1, 2. Then my counting's not very good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squat or goddess. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more round. Jog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Oh, shake. Sorry, shake. 1, 2. Sorry about that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to stay here at 10. Flex your hands. Push 2 walls away. Push your shins out to the sides. Stand in yourself, sit in yourself, hold the space for yourself to be here. Close your eyes and breathe. Push, 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 push. A little more. Breathe. Stay a little longer. You have more. You have more to work with than you realize. Stay with it. A little longer. Gonna go to the end of the song. Keep pressing. Keep reaching. Let your tailbone be neutral. And then zip up the front. Feel into the deeper parts of your body. What does that mean? Feel into the deeper parts of your body. Two more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Stand up slowly. Coming into triangle pose. Put your hands on your hips for this. Take your left foot parallel, and then with your hands on your hips, cut your right hip back, and then lengthen the right side of your body. You can turn on your mat if you want to, if it's a better use of your mat. And then you could extend your arms at any point. Right hand can rest on the inner shin. Your left foot is angled just slightly forward. So you got a little bit more ability to rotate that back leg internally. Good. Come on up to stand. Turn your right toes parallel. Left foot turns. Hands on hips just to start so you can feel what the hips are doing and the tip of the pelvis and how that informs the pose. And then as you go to lengthen, you lengthen, you lengthen, you lengthen, lower your left arm and your right arm lifts high. And lean back as you like. Push into your feet. So there's There's nothing about this pose that has an element of collapse. It's very engaged and lengthened. Good. Rise up. Warrior two to the right. Bend your right knee, arms to a T. Good. We're going to move in and out of these cycles, poses pretty faster. Arms go high, parallel your foot. Warrior two to the left. Now let's add breath. So we're going to stay with warrior two a couple times. Breathing in, flying warrior. Breathe out, warrior two. Nice. Good. Breathe in. Find the stretch. Breathe out. Good. Breathe in. Arms go high. Breathe out. Warrior two. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Now as we exhale to go to the right side, you're going to bend your right knee, put your right elbow on your right knee, left arm up and over your ear. Let's stay in extended side angle so we won't do the cycling back and forth on this one. And then find the spirals. So left ribs lift, left inner thigh turns in, belly draws in and up, and looking up. Good. Rise up slowly. And we take the second side. Turn your left toes forward, left knee bends, right toes turn in, left elbow to left thigh, right arm up and over your ear. Spiral the bicep of your right arm down towards your right cheek. I was going to say right face. Try to keep your pelvis pretty neutral here so that if you wanted to move it in and out, you could. In and out of a cat and cow or forward and back. Good. Come on up to stand. Parallel your feet, hands to your low back. Big breath in to lift your heart. Breath out to fold forward. We're going to move here. So as you fold forward, your hands will come to the ground. You'll soften your knees and round yourself back up again. Very simple. Cat and cow movement here. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale. Nice flat back. Nice little cow spine to fold forward. And then a cat spine brings you up. Tailbone looks down. Heart rises on your inhale. Eyes do too. And then you hinge at the hips. Keep going. You're massaging the backs of your legs through your breath and through the movement. You're finding the core strength to lift you through that exhale engagement. Lots going on, but very simple, right? And very doable. You can negate gravity through the rising and succumb to gravity in the folding. Stay with this. A couple more rounds. The arms can be free. The hands on the hips just to anchor your hips on that lift, but then they can release and dribble down as you fold forward. So there are lots of ways to kind of anchor yourself here. Hands on hips is one of them. Good, just two more. Feeling the length in your spine. And release through the upper body and the openings in the backs of the legs. Last one. And then let's land in the forward fold and we'll take some twisting. Right hand comes down underneath your nose, left arm high, and this is what we'll repeat this a bunch of times. So on your own timing or following me, just switching from right to left. Feeling the way that the spine can turn on its axis. Noticing the rotations through the arms. So it's nice to go into this form from some of what might be perceived as formlessness, right, in our improvisation earlier. So now you can inform the form through those energetic alignments of curving and pushing and pulling and folding, and even the idea of decorating your space, right? So you're decorating through the movement, you're decorating your internal space and clearing it out too. Okay, let's go from here. Let's go to a low lunge on the right side. So you're going to turn your right toes, you're going to bend your right knee, and then pause in a low lunge here. So hands frame that right foot. Take blocks if you have them and need them. And then two things we're going to do here. First, we'll work with the back leg, bending and straightening the back leg. Yep. And that the release of the knee down, right, gives the muscles a chance to re-engage on the way back up again. So sometimes having that release is really important. Good, and then we'll go ahead and pick up the hips and straighten the leg, and then bend the knee. Everything good over there? And bend and straighten. And then go ahead and let's turn around to the left leg. So low lunge on the left side, bending and straightening now the right knee, which is the back leg. Left knee is in alignment with the ankle. There's a right ankle. You've got a right ankle, left knee to right ankle, ankle. Never done that before. Bending and straightening that right leg, opening through the chest, getting really long in your back leg. And then go ahead and lift and lower the hips here. Lifting and lowering and lifting. And you go any amount, right? So don't push the hamstrings. They don't like that. They do not like that. Good, last one. And then you're going to step your right foot forward and come down onto your back. Lower your seat, roll onto your back, and lift your legs up in the air. Cross your right ankle over your left ankle. Put your hands behind your head. And you're going to bend your knees so your heels come towards your seat. And as you go to straighten your legs, you'll lift your hips and bring your elbows to your knees. So you'll lower and lift, and lower and lift. And you can curl the chest in for this one. We're going to do some variations on this. So lowering and lifting and lowering. Try to push your legs into each other here. So there's an equal effort in the back and fronts of the legs, respectively. Last one. And then lower the shoulders, uncross the legs. This time when you bend your knees, you'll lower the heels to your seat. And as you lift your legs, your hips will lift and go to the right, and you'll bend your knees. Hips will lift, you'll go to the left, hips will go to the left. So you'll lift them to pick them up so you can swivel them right and left. Legs lift. Arms can be by your sides on this one if you like. Lifting the legs, swiveling them. Good, about two more like this. And then bring the legs and the pelvis back to neutral. Cross your left ankle over your right ankle. And then you'll bend the knees, put your hands behind your head. As the legs straighten, you'll bring your elbows to your knees. So it's a little bit of a hamstring stretch. It's a little bit of pumping of the fascia. A little bit of that curl in the upper body just to bring the ribs in. And it's not really a cheater's crunch more than a deeper cow spine and a hollowing out of the front line of your body. About two more. Push the legs into each other. And last one. And then uncross the legs, put your feet on the ground. Stretch your arms by your ears. Lift your hips up. And give your hips a nice jiggle. Jiggle, 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 shake. Let your belly be hollowed out into your pelvis and into your spine. Get a little shake here. And then lower your pelvis down. Let your knees fall to the right. I was going to use this as a dance song, but I think we're going to just enjoy being on the ground here. And then knees over to the left. And then the knees into the chest. Extend your left leg, bring your right knee to your chest. And then switch left knee into your chest. And then rock yourself up to sit. And sitting in a cross-legged position here. Just sit up nice and tall and breathe. Feel where your attention goes as you're here. And just one last thing before we close. Do a little twisting. So you can sit up on a block for this, or you can sit right on your seat. You're going to take your left hand to your heart and your right hand behind you. A little heart clearing and twisting. And then switch. Right hand to heart, left hand reaches behind. And we'll just move with the breath here. And you can close your eyes if it makes you smile to move like this. Notice the smile coming up onto your face. Opening the heart center can clear the way for deeper breathing, deeper connection and exchange to yourself and to others. You can also clear out what's not important, what you might have been holding on to that could be holding you back. And now create a little deeper listening from within. A little more subtlety to your listening. Maybe you can listen to the bones moving or the thoughts moving out. Maybe you can listen to the weight or the temperature. Maybe you can listen into the folds. And then go ahead and slow this down, make the movement smaller and smaller and smaller. And then we'll put the hands on the knees and just start to circle the heart around to the right, just 3 times. And then reverse the movement, heart moving to the left. Bring yourself to stillness, nice long spine, and we'll just take a moment to pause in stillness, feeling the shape of the body, the flow within, perhaps feeling grounding underneath you or lightness above, being aware of the way that your body comes together as you hold yourself in this space, having undone some stuff perhaps through the practice, and then the coming together, the integration at the end. And bring your hands together in prayer at your heart center, and we'll chant the sound of Om one time. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for sharing your light, and thank you for your presence. Namaste.